Before starting the event, I request Head of the Unit, Professor Avan Kumar, to offer the bouquet to the guest of honor. Now, without taking much of your time, I would like to hand over the stage to Prabhuji. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Ethics is one of the subjects right now discussed all over the world. We every day read our books. But we are studying for getting good jobs. The President of India had come to NIT campus 2 years back. So one of the NIT student who also received, one girl who received a gold medal among that. She was attending an online women's session with our AHL forum volunteers. So she had shared her experience when President of India had awarded her the gold medal, and she was very happy about it. So she was sharing with her women volunteers what she has been educated in NIT campus, and then she got a good job in Hyderabad. She's working currently in Hyderabad. But she is not very happy with her job because she is a person who wants education to be used in her profession. They give her a good package. In her package, there is nothing what she has studied and what she wanted to imply, those things in her job are not happening. So this can happen to anyone. So this is where when challenges happen in our life, in our work ethics, educational ethics, family, so we have to know how to deal with our life. So to deal with our life, ethics is a subject which cannot be denied in any subject matter as such. So there are many parts of ethics and many subjects. So it so happens that whether it's a teenager or a family member, we can be putting into anxiety, or they will put us into anxiety when we are not following proper ethics. In Delhi, somebody was saying how easily in Odisha drugs are available. They were asking us. So I told I don't know. But drug addiction is now so easy for students, and how their body, mind reacts has no control. 2 years back, before the Corona season, Jagannath Rath Yatra happened, and somebody had raised an issue that there are a lot of trees cut for Jagannath Rath, to make a Jagannath Rath. This is destroying the green planet. So that time many well-versed professors and scholars, they started quoting, no, why are you making this a big issue and all. But today, do we know what and all lifestyle trends we are doing and what and all loss is happening in this world? What ethics are we following about it? I just got on small data. The extravagancy lifestyle what we practice today is we are cutting 15 billion trees every year, and 27,000 trees are cut every day for toilet paper. So we talk on too many things on ethics when it comes to spirituality. Yes, we have to be very rational, we cannot be blind, but we should know what in the name of advancement, what and all we are doing. So this is what the WHO says, that how we are having a lifestyle right now, not only in India, all over the world, that we have sedentary lifestyle. We don't move properly. We are always in our offices, sitting. Of late, 3 years back, a lot of the IT companies in Bangalore started having a standing table for working. You would have heard from your friends and relatives. They have a standing table because every 20 minutes it is told that you have to get up. Otherwise, if you are sitting every time, I think many universities around the world also are making arrangement not to be sitting. Every 20 minutes or 30 minutes they should get up for some time. I will not make you get up. And they give some examples of how In a chair, they had kept one video is there. They had kept some cigarettes, they had kept some junk food, and they asked which is dangerous. So is cigarettes dangerous or junk food dangerous? They removed everything and showed this chair is dangerous. Because you keep on sitting on it and you have a sedentary lifestyle. Do you know that there are many people who are dying because of hunger? But more than that, who are dying is because of overeating. There are more people dying because of overeating than undereating all over the world. Although that is not much spoken about. We are talking on mind, and one of the forces of the mind is anger. Whatever we are trying to enjoy something and we don't get that, also we become angry. Also when we are feeling neglected. Everybody wants attention. Who doesn't want attention? When children in the house, especially 2 years to 5 years old, when guests come only, they want to come and play with us. When a small kid also wants attention. They want to come climb on mother, father lap at that time only, when some guest has come. Because they want the maximum attention. And child, easier way of attention for child is what way they take attention? Crying. Same thing happens when we grow up also. First thing we start fighting. And doesn't work, then we cry. And why? Anger is dangerous also. A case study in Allahabad High Court. When two brothers were fighting each other for some silly reason, grown-up sons. One brother became so angry, he took a stone and bet on his brother's head, and that fellow died. Police, they came and arrested him and they took him. And they told he has to be also killed because of killing his brother. So he was told hanged to death. So the father appealed to the court that one son is already died. One more son also you kill him. What will happen to me? So the court took notice of it and they gave him some lifetime imprisonment instead of killing him. So we don't know what situation, who will act in anger, or how do we see things. It all depends upon our training of our mind. You will never get something without pain in this world. Rose comes with thorns. But behind every pleasure, there is a certain amount of baggage of pain added to it. Just like you get free gift hampers. You purchase a set of clothes, you will get something free. You purchase 2-3 Vim detergent bars or something, you will get something else free. Like that, if you want to purchase happiness in this world, you are given a free gift of little baggage of pain. This is what knowledge means. Knowledge means to understand upayam chintayet prajno apayam cha chintayet. A person who is a knowledge has to know what is success and failure. Prajna means intelligent person. Not only sees there is a brighter side or only profit, just like a businessman thinks only there is a profit, I will not see loss. Then is a most less intelligent businessman. A businessman has to know, forecast both success and failure in his business. Anger comes when you are involved in competition. I had to speak to few set of students 16 years back, where two girls were completed their 12th, that is PUC second year in Bangalore, and they were aiming for next CET, Common Entrance Test. So they were saying to their mother that we will get good marks. Two students, they were all school friends. And one girl among them committed suicide. So their mother called up and told, Swamiji, you met my daughter and their 4 or 5 students. I told, yes. What happened? One girl committed suicide. Why? What happened? She got less marks than my daughter. Oh, she has failed. No, she got 92%. 92% she committed suicide. Why? Because my daughter got 94%. So such kind of foolishness also somebody can get into I should get better than my friend, otherwise I'll commit suicide. So IITs, NITs, so many T's we have, ITs, all T's are getting into tensions. The more T's, the more tensions. Can anybody give some ways how they can get out of anger? Maybe somebody will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I go and slap them. So can I control by counting numbers? Maybe at a certain, when my temperature has not raised up to such level. My first step of temperature will be, okay, be quiet, don't talk more. Then it becomes little more, then you say, hey, I'm saying don't talk. After that, see, I will beat you, don't talk. So different level of our temperature when it goes, how to deal with it. They say the first way is expression. When you are angry, you express. Okay, good or bad, you express. Some people say, actually I am very angry. When I scold somebody, then I will become peaceful. They are actually good people. Because after scolding, they are good, they forget. That is one way of expression. Actually, they get some temporary relief. But it is not always that when you scold, you come out of it. You have to be angry with the right person, to a right degree, the right time, right purpose, right way. It is not easy, but you can get trained. How to develop positive anger? See, we practice every day negative anger. We don't practice positive anger. Positive anger is done in a right person. Who is a right person? With whom you have a duty. For a parent, children are a duty. If you say you are a friend in need, you should know how to be positively angry with your friend. मैं 2 सिगरेट पी लो, 30 सिगरेट पी लो यार, क्या है, मुझे क्यों पूछ रहा है? A friend means one who can help them. So when we have to become angry with our friends for their benefit, you become their real friend in need. You have to be a friend in need. So for that, with the right person, if you are a right person, you will be angry with your right friends. So you will know how to deal with your friend. आप मुझे कुछ भी सोचो, मैं तुम्हारा भलाई के लिए बोल रहा हूँ. For your benefit I am telling. I am truthful to you. You will remain his best friend whole life. You want hi bye friends, you can have some social friends. Definitely you will always have. Hi यार क्या कर रहा है? ठीक है bye. Okay over. कुछ खाने के लिए जाएंगे? ठीक है हो गया खत्म. But you really require good friends in your life. Somebody who can be with you in your pain, in your success, in your failure. For this you should practice positive anger. To control your mind means use it positively. Whenever there are depressions, whenever their emotions are engaged, you should know how to deal it with the positivity. And that can happen when you are engaging it daily, not one day. From childhood onwards, our mother, they are always angry with us. You are not doing this, you are not doing this, you are not doing this. Behind that anger, 90% it is always positive. So there are 5 factors of action. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, whatever happens in this world, you have to consider these things. It's a place of action. Like a successful event has to happen today in NIT. So the place is this NIT. There are performers. And there are people who have come and initiated. Somebody has organized this program. I was invited. I came from somewhere. I am sitting and discussing with you. And above all that, the Lord has sanctioned. So this endeavors to happen when we feel that only I should be the deciding factor. Then nothing happens in this world. So what we should do is, a matter of duty, can put our sincere efforts and endeavor. Do not be excessively and obsessively attached to results. This is something in IAM they don't agree. We are working for our targets. If you are saying you are not achieving our results, how shall we do? Everybody has to work hard for the result. But what result comes to them, they are saying don't be attached to it. Whether you are attached or not, anyway result will come. So if you are too much attached to it, you will get disturbed. So you should know how to handle success and failure in a proper platform. Then you will be able to know what is success. That is the meaning of don't get attached to results. So two people always are very happy in the exam. What do they say? A person who does not study well or who study very well. पूरा मैं अच्छा एग्जाम में पढ़ाई किया हूँ और पूरा मैं फ्री माइंड में हूँ. एक और आदमी पूरा फ्री माइंड में, ये एनीवे में फेल हो जाऊंगा, क्या है. So no tension. A person, you can be successfully studying also and not be attached. So it's the way how you want to be detached. We are not saying that you should not be attached to your results. So this is wrongly understood everywhere. You are right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. There is a need for everyone in this world. Everybody has a need. But when we become too greedy, then it becomes difficulty to manage anything in this world. You would have read this story, no? Goose and the golden eggs. Hen used to lay golden eggs, and that farmer thought that, okay, let me sell this and get a lot of money. It's a moral story. School days we used to read. Then he thought, why should I waste by giving food to this hen every day? Let me cut its neck. Then I can take more eggs. But that hen died, so his business stopped. So when we are greedy, we don't know what our mind will be telling. Like every day, suppose you are praying to God, God, please protect me. And one more person is praying to God. There is a big house, and that two people are aiming that house. One is the house owner, and one more is a thief. House owner is every day praying to God, God, please protect my house from thieves. And thief is every day praying to God, God, let me get to that house and steal. How should God decide whether to sanction to do? So that's how there are actions and reactions based on your work. What has to be decided? That's why it said karmana daiva netrena. There is actions are taken according to judgment, according to your own actions. Otherwise, people talk on honesty. And what is honesty? Our honesty is 5 thieves stole, they had a booty. They stole something and they went to the nearby forest. And one thief is saying to the other thief, let us distribute this booty honestly among our 5 people. They are thieves, but they are all talking on honesty. So in this world, whenever we talk on too many morality and this, that and all, it will always be something like that 5 thieves. That's how they say devil side scriptures. We talk on so many morality, ethics. We should know that everybody has a need and everything is provided. I think the agricultural research says that 10 times of this world population you can produce grains all over the world. But not for people greed. We waste it. I gave you that data. How many trees are cut every year for toilet paper? 27,000 trees are cut for toilet paper every year. And they talk on saving water, saving trees. There is no balance of our ethics. We all have strength and weaknesses. So somebody who is having lot of strength academically, he may not have practical sense of applying it. Somebody may have sense of applying it, but they may not be very good in academics. So it's not that we are failure in everything. Just like a person who cannot see, he has very sharp ears. He knows how to deal with the world. Whatever you do, you develop habits, that becomes part of your life. So mind as a system, you can put good things into your mind and you can delete whatever not required also. You can make it a habit. So habits can be made. It's like a sharp knife saying whether it's good or bad. Mind is like that. So for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his very mind will be the greatest enemy. So Bhagavad Gita is not meant for only Indians or a set of Hindus staying, because it's a great science of mind, body and soul. Bhagavad Gita says how our body is compared to the chariot of the body. Horses are like senses, mind is like a driving instrument, and intelligence is a driver. So if you can train your intelligence to deal with the mind, then you will know how to control your senses. If the senses are running in different directions without knowledge, just like 4 दिन पहले ज़्यादा चाउमीन खाया है और लूज मोशन हो गया है, then today somebody offers you चाउमीन खाएगा, the tongue will say ले लो यार, but your intelligence will say थोड़ा wait करो. So in our body itself there are different mechanisms. Human brain has a lot of higher mechanisms, which as animal brains have very less mechanisms. You can think today what is happening in NIT campus, what is happening in state government, what is happening in central government, what is happening in the world, politics. But animal cannot think anything else except only its food, its mate, its defense and its protection, security guard systems. Only these 4 things. It's like an aeroplane. Human body is a higher version of an animal. So if a human body is used only like animal, for only eating, only sleeping, only mating, only defending, then you are not using its potential to fly. Aeroplane also can go on the road, but it is not meant to go only on the runway. It has to fly. So if you don't use your potential of a human being of mind, intelligence to fly, then you will remain like an animal. So to have a smooth ride, you should know how to tame your horses, how to regulate, how to strengthen the intelligence. So there are many mind, physical methods and spiritual methods for controlling the mind. And the best method for controlling the mind is your desire. Am I really ready to change myself? I just came as a guest to speak a few words. I don't want to take too many things. If anybody has anything, I will answer. How is positive anger different from negative anger? Okay. Whether you are attached to result or not is not the main thing. With whose result? Suppose you are working as a professor of this organization, of this NIT college, and you are being given a target to teach students a syllabus. You can be attached to finish your syllabus. It is not that you should not be attached. You cannot be attached to your own driven motives. But when you are doing your duty, and that duty requires positive anger, a father requires to train a son, a teacher requires to train a student, a manager requires to train the supervisors or the other helpers, and that requires positive anger. I used to see, when I used to go to my college, there was a big fire station, and there are a lot of fire vehicles staying. Every day in college I used to see. Fire is a good service agent, but very bad master. They used to write. Means it's good for your service, fire, but when fire goes out of your control, when it lords over, it's a very bad lording master. But it's a very good service agent. I used to read on the fire stations. Fire is a very bad master. So when it's under your control, whether it is fire or whether it's anger, it's very good. Like you can show anger to children when they are playing. Hey, क्यों ऐसा कर रहे? नहीं करना है, बाहर जाओ. You are not at all angry, but you are showing anger. That anger, it is not simply you are showing. You are really utilizing the anger for a right cause. So that you have to practice it as a duty to help. Here you are doing it as a service to help others. When you help others, you will gain. Paradukha dukhi, to understand others' pain and feel for their pain. This was our philosophy 200 years back when we were very high in trade. Portuguese wanted, Britishers wanted, everybody wanted to do trade with India. When we forgot what we were giving, then we became beggars. मेरा पास पैसा नहीं है, थोड़ा अमेरिका दे दो, यूरोप दे दो, ये दे दो, वो दे दो. When we forgot that principle of Indianism of giving, we were always givers. We were not beggars. India had a very good export in silk, in cotton, in spices. India had everything. Good air, good water, good spices, good culture. Everything they had. They were giving, in the giving mood. They didn't mind. 800 years Mughals ruled India, they didn't mind. Britishers came, they took over. So that was not the whole thing. They were in the giving mood. Right now, if you are in a giving mood, every individual, you will develop yourself, your community, your country. Everything can develop. Here now, we are all taught. I was talking to an IM student yesterday when I was traveling. He was telling me how in their colleges they are teaching how to sell sand at a seashore is called to be a good marketing person. How to sell ice to Eskimos. Maybe they are trying to say how you can be a good salesman. But the example is wrong. We are not ethically proving what has to be right. Why should we try to sell a sand in a seashore to somebody which is useless? It may be a good selling skill. But that is not what the world management school should be teaching. That's what we were also learning in our school days. How in our business schools we were taught how you can sell anything. So hypocrisy is playing a main role. They are showing how the world is selling something is they can make your greed more, pump your greed. It is said if you go to a market, super bazaar, by the end of that you should be able to take at least 2-3 products. Not for your need, it can increase your greed. So anything in this world right now, from marketing to science to charity to relationships, everything are going not according to the need but are going according to the greed. So we should learn in humanity, this ethics plays a very important role, that how should we balance this greed and need of somebody. And the trade should be dealt according to need, not according to greed. Demand versus supply chain is there, no? Law of economics. So there is a need how people have to have ethical life. Is that all right? How to let go things. Yeah. Very simple question but very intelligent question. We hold because we are too attached to things. You should not let go things for small failure, small success. When you are holding to something, you will get small success. Generally घर में सिखाते हैं वो छोटी है ना दे दो. पूरा लाइफ टाइम समटाइम चिल्ड्रन विल बी प्लेइंग हमेशा मुझे ही देना है क्या, बिकॉज मैं बड़े हूँ दे दो, छोटे दे दो दे दो दे दो. So then they will say, so whole lifetime you, when from the age of 5 years to 50 years old also, छोटे दे दो छोटे दे दो. मैं 5 साल का तो उस टाइम में भी मैं बड़े था, अभी मैं 50 साल का हो गए, वो अभी भी 45 years का, अभी भी वो छोटे हैं. But what do you learn? This of course is injustice. But what do you learn there when you give something to others? You gain higher freedom. You get freedom. Nowadays the whole world, they are not able to say no. Parents cannot say no to children. Boys cannot say no to girls. Girls cannot say no to boys. There is a factor of vitamin N discussed all over the world. How to say no? It's a very big important things going on. Subject to be discussed. How to say no? Something is not required. Why are you putting in your mouth? Why are you putting in your ears? Why are you putting in your heart? So when you let go, this is somebody is giving you a half packet of popcorn and a full packet of popcorn. Which one you will take? Packet? Naturally full one only you will take. something, suppose you like. Somebody will give, you like ice cream and somebody will give 1 teaspoon ice cream. Le lo. And so you like ice cream, they give a full cup, they'll say additional dal ke dijiye. You want more. When you know you will get something higher, then you can easy to give up lower. These are teachings in Bhagavad Gita. It is said, param drishtva nivartate. When you take a higher success, higher taste, you can give up lower taste. So lower things you should be able to give up easily when, because you know you are getting higher success. So when you are too much attached to small success, it actually troubles us. Give up smaller success, take up higher success. That's how you can let go things. Smaller things. Yes.
Sir, like now you are told, like while we are doing a certain activity, we should not focus on the result, do our best, and sometimes due to the fear only we do the activity. So what should we do?
Yeah, please. Fear is also good. When there is no love, better there is fear this. I love somebody or I fear somebody. Better when you have no love, better you fear, so that you do your work. But fear is not the best factor for anything. It should start with love. You start loving your work, then fearing. When you fear somebody, suppose your children or your friends and family only fear you, they don't love you. So you cannot achieve any success. You should require to love, and then fear can be subordinate to it. Because you are not able to subordinate, then fear is becoming right now the main cause. You are asked to come on the stage and speak. You can come with fear and you can come without fear. So we are saying don't get attached to too much of your result with fear. Still you can have, because you have to succeed, it's part of life. We do our duty. But when you are doing it fear, मेरे पास नहीं हो तो क्या हो जाएगा, that's why it leads to suicidal tendencies. मेरा पास नहीं है तो, that is not your only thing in life. There are many things, many part of your life. There are many unsuccessful materialistically, but how they became very successful later in life. How there are examples of people who were not successful in their school days, but they were successful in their college days. Somebody was not at all successful in their life, but they became very, very successful professionals. Somebody didn't even learn music, but they became good music directors. Somebody was not successful in their school in acting, but they became very good actors. Yes. Yeah. The intelligence drives the mind drives the senses. You have to increase your intelligence, means it comes with knowledge. Experience, intelligence comes through learning. Somebody will teach you how to do it. It is called first class intelligence. Is the law says if you are punished, if you do a wrong thing, you will go to jail. So the first class intelligent person will understand and he will immediately follow. He will not do that mistake. Second class intelligence means he goes to jail, comes back, he does a mistake, and after that he will say, okay, I will not do this again. Second class intelligence. Third class means even if he has got experience of getting repeated problems and mistakes, they'll keep on doing mistakes. So they are third class. So at least we may not have first class intelligence, but one time suppose I am a failure in something, second class at least intelligent we should become. Don't repeat your mistakes again and again and again and again. Maybe we will fail, but we will definitely get success if you are practicing it. So that's why I told you should practice positive anger. Practice positive failures. There are many things you can fail positively. In relationship, a good husband will always get scoldings. A good wife will always get scoldings. A good mother will always get scolding. Good father will always get scolding. But if you don't learn how to accept scolding and how to reject, how to give back scolding wherever required, then you will never be turned to be a good human being. You'll only be a good lecturer or a good student, a good businessman, I am good this, I am good. But in your whole life, you are a failure. Only आपका certificate good होगा बस. Is that all right? Yes, please. Stri Shudra Dijabandhunam Shrutina Gocharaha. People, they can't understand. But Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, even if they are somebody who is slipped and they are in a fallen condition, suppose somebody is a victim for anger, greed, lust, they can be brought back by training, by reformation. They can be given shelter of God. They can become good. You can reclaim them back. Maybe you are today in a fallen condition, but you can reclaim them by training. That is also told by Tulsidas itself in a different verses. He is showing how you can have Ram Nam in your mouth. You can control anything in this world, including Ram ka ban. When Ram arrow had to be thrown on Hanuman, Hanuman used only one Ram ka Naam. Ram could not fight with Hanuman. That is the power of the name of God. Chanakya Pandit says how you should not become servant of or slaves of your senses. When it comes, a man should be like a man. A man should behave like a man. If he behaves like a coward running away, so he cannot be a man. Man has to do is the role of a protector. So a man should train himself to behave like a man for being a protector. There are always two things among genders also, give and take. Women give something to man, man gives something to women. What is that? They say for every success of a man there is a woman behind them. Right? It's a general saying. And there is the ego of a man. They say you should not touch the ego of a man and emotions of a woman. So if a woman knows how to deal with man ego and man learns how to deal with women's emotions, they both will be good partners whole life. Because man has a protector ego. Anybody in our family, somebody they will come and say, आपका घर का लड़की को कुछ बोल रहा है. Our blood boils. No man will simply be quiet. It's a protector ego. And that ego should be pumped by women. It was done in our olden days. Purush nahi hai. They will scold. You are not a man, go and put bangles, they will scold. No, that was pumped. And that was it is not male chauvinism. It is for a protector ego, you can do like that. That's what women, every man behind success, there was a woman pumping their egos. Go for the right things. Suppose a man is going and harassing somebody and that woman is trying to support for her ego, then that is wrong. For her ego's sake, she will say you kill somebody. That's where Tulsidas, you should not become slave of somebody's whims, but you have to be the real protector. Otherwise, like Ramji, Sri Ramji, for one protecting his wife, he killed the whole Ravan ka Vamsh. Protecting his one wife. He is not male chauvinism. It's a real heroism of a Kshatriya. You touch my wife, you are finished. Went and finished the whole. The Ravana family was finished. So that is a real ego of a Purushottam. Uttama Purusha. So many things can be learned from the history of our ethics. And what we have to do is it should be learned from a proper teacher. Now everybody talks. Suppose there was a quack who was learning from one doctor how to deal with veterinary doctor. तो एक गांव को गया था, this quack, and he had done something. So the real doctor was called. The real doctor went there and he saw that one ox was lying there. So he asked, क्या किया? Sir, आप उस दिन, in one village they had gone, this doctor and that quack assistant. So something that ox had eaten, the doctor had taken some hammer and bet on the head, something that had vomited out. So this fellow in this new village, other village, where that had some swelling on the head, he went and hit on that, this quack, and that fell dead. There is anukaran and anusaran. You should not imitate great personalities. You should do anusaran, follow. Like, I am a great person, like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ got crucified and he said, I forgive everybody. So there are many youngsters who want to go and do good for others. मैं आपके लिए कुछ भी करूँगा. I will become their Jesus Christ. They are very vulnerable. They do anukaran. They don't have the power of a powerful personality. Shivaji, Bhagwan Shiv, he drank poison. So we say, I am Shiv ka devotee, मैं थोड़ा गांजा ले लूँगा. So are you Lord Shiva? अरे थोड़ा सिगरेट्स लेने से नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता है. शिव जी तो इतना बड़ा है. मैं शिव जी का भक्ति हूँ. ये भक्ति ही है. So we try to do anukaran, imitation. No anusaran, no following. Whole world is going on imitation. Somebody quotes on Ramayana, Puran, this, that, only as anukaran, not as anusaran, as a follower. So great personalities are always humble. Whether it was great sages or even scientists, like Einstein always told that in the ocean of God's creation, I am just trying to collect some pebbles. He is intelligent, but he is not thinking he is intelligent. Not that he is not intelligent, he is intelligent. But he understands the intelligence of God. It is so huge. So I am so small in front of it. So what to speak of small quacks who come and say, I am great, I know everything. I am God, I am great. I am the intelligent. So we laugh. Like there is a story of a frog. हर animal का एक boundary होता है ना. हमारा दूसरा रोड से इस रोड को एक some dogs have their control. LOC होता है, line of control. इस रोड से इस रोड को आएगा कि वो जाके वो बोलते चले जाओ, ये मेरा एंट्री. Like that, on the banks of a river, there was one frog which took control from other frogs. वो परचेस कर लिया, उसका प्रॉपर्टी है. सो बोला कोई जानवर इधर पानी के लिए नहीं आना है, मेरा कंट्रोल है इधर. तो होने के बाद उस दिन सडनली some animals were running and coming, deers. So this Maharaja frog, he climbed on one stone and said, सब लोग उस साइड चले जाओ. This is from Panchatantra and Hitopadesha, that story. So because he was standing on the rock and all the deers what were running, they went away the other side because they were not coming towards the water. They were running with fear of some animals coming behind them. So ये सोचा महाराजा की जय, हमारा frog महाराजा की जय. So this frog also thought I have become really big now. But behind that there were elephants coming. हाथी आ रहा था. And when they are walking, this frog became really irritated. देखो हाथियों, elephants, don't come in the front. I am ordering. I am the king frog ordering. So elephants were coming. वो सोचा अभी मुझे fighting करना है. And he started walking towards the elephants. I will finish off you, elephant. I am the king frog. Suddenly one big elephant leg fell on him and finished. So in this world, when I think I am a controller, I think I am really a controller. But I am a frog controller. I may be a king controller also. For some area, for some small time. कुछ दिन के लिए मेरा control हो सकता है. But somebody who has some little control, they too much show off. You know how much control I have? Whether you are, even if you become a leader of somebody, or a slave of somebody, or servant, it's not permanently you are a controller. You require control for management. If you are not managing something, why do you require control? You require always power for managing something. If you are not having power, you cannot manage anything. That's why power is required. And that power is required, positive anger is required, everything is required for managing and controlling and helping others. If it's only for my mind gratification, मेरा मन को लगता है अभी मुझे बहुत power आ गया है, so then that is told, don't be attached to such kind of results. It will go away today or tomorrow. So you should not have training between greed and need. That is the need of the day today. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Moving ahead, we had a musical performance from Institute ladies yesterday, so I request Prabhuji and Head of Unit Professor Avan sir to felicitate them. Now moving next in the segment, I request Head of the Unit, Professor Avan Kumar, to present memento to the guest of honor, Sri A. Krishna Dasa Prabhuji.